Look, I just pressed the stop recording button. What the fuck was that? I meant to press the middle button over
Many of
here.
you who click this video know who CoryxKenshin is, so I'll save you all the deep backstory. He's a family-friendly YouTuber who gained a little over 20 million subs by posting variety gameplay content. Cory's reputation has been nothing but good in the eyes of many, as he doesn't get into any controversy or drama and preaches positivity. Maybe the biggest gripe some of his supporters have is that he takes too many breaks. But that quote-unquote,
He's basically Black Avatar, bro. This dude disappears in a moment's notice. He'll come back for a few episodes, a few videos, drop off the face of the earth. The Black Avatar, bro. But when he drop, he be cooking, though. Anything he drop be fire.
issue pales in comparison to the allegations I'm about to cover. Let's get into it. As a quick disclaimer, I just want to say I'm not a member of the CoryxKenshin fan club or the Samurai, and I always try to look at things from an unbiased lens while not being afraid to give my opinion. So recently, as a day or so ago, a woman by the name of Nami, aka Panda Ninja XX, dropped a series of TikToks about her relationship with CoryxKenshin. I do want to add that this happened 8 to 9 years ago based off of many things that I'll point out in this video, so this situation is pretty old, but these allegations are pretty new. Like,
it happened 8 to 9 years ago, and you saying something about it now. I'm not trying to be like that, but come on, man. Like, if it was a real issue, and I understand, I'm not gonna victim blame. If something happened to you, then I understand. But if it happened 8 or 9 years ago, I feel like somebody should know this. You should have spoken to somebody about it. It just it calls the question, why bring it up now instead of bringing it up when it happened, or even a year or two after, 3. Listen.
If this tweet says, no exaggeration, it's over 100 pages of text in 3 different posts. So I'm going to try to summarize this as briefly as I can. She titles this The Truth About Your Favorite YouTuber, adding that I'm not doing a story time, I'm sharing what I live. If it feels heavy, it's because it was. Also adding content warning, non-graphic, emotional, mental abuse, manipulation, narcissistic behavior, love bombing, gaslighting, illness-related trauma, emotional abandonment, and status-fueled cruelty. And everything that she put here led me, and I'm sure millions of other people.
Jesus Christ. She just called him everything under every new age word under the sun. Narcissistic, love bombing, gaslighting, emotional abandonment, and status-fueled cruelty. His status, uses status for cruelty somehow. Alright, I'm not 103 messages is crazy. But I might have 2 million messages with somebody in a month. So you really could just be talking about like 2 days of text messages. But mental abuse, manipulation, it's like, tell me we in a new age without telling me we in a new age, bro. Like, to throw all this on somebody's jacket, that's a huge thing. And then plus, we don't really know much about his personal life. So saying something about him personally can affect his career. Even if it's fake, you can fuck up some stuff just for doing this, just for putting this out. So you have to also kind of...
illness-related trauma, emotional abandonment, and status-fueled cruelty. And everything that she put here led me, and I'm sure millions of other people, to believe that CoryxKenshin was in fact a disgusting individual. So part 1 of this is Panda, or Nami, what I referred to her throughout this whole video, basically saying that she's doing this because she didn't owe Cory her silence, and that the world deserves to know the real him, not what he portrays.
Jesus Christ, yo. All the words sound like, you're making him sound like an evil boss character. Like, you it's like, oh, I don't owe him my silence. It's like you talk to somebody and they kind of into it. You're talking through TikTok brain. It's weird. Like, everything it sounds so foreign. Like, that's
even going as far as questioning his walk with God as a Christian. She talks about meeting him when she was at her lowest point and him making her feel important, but apparently quote-unquote hid her from the world like she was invisible. Nami also mentioned various times where Cory emotionally abused her, ghosted,
hid her from the world. Remember that. Said that. You hid me from the world, like what you're hiding.
and used her body and mind for his benefit. After initially hearing this part, it gave me complicated toxic relationship vibes, especially after she hints at Cory cheating on her. Cory said that this girl was his sister when they had a heated discussion, which led to him ghosting her again. Nami went on to say that this affected her mentally, confused as to why people consider him to be a robot.
She's mad that he cheated on her. And that makes him not a role model for anything else. You have to take your relationship outside of everything as well. Like, your relationship is one part of them. That doesn't make the whole part of them. That doesn't mean if you guys had issues, that means he's no longer a role model. People love this guy on YouTube. A lot of people mirror themselves after him or know him, see him make it, and it made them want to try it. Like me, I'm more from the Afro-Senju type of people. Like, I did watch CoryxKenshin, and I believe they did some things together, but I'm not exactly sure. But I'm more Afro-Senju, but I know of CoryxKenshin, and I've watched most of his videos. And it's like, you don't get their actual personality from any of these videos. You don't think that. If you make content, you understand that you got to put a little bit more sauce on everything when it comes to content creating. You're not here to sound dumb. No, you make it, spruce it up. Make it watchable. Make people want to actually see this. So don't think because you see these people, and that's kind of where the parasocial thing comes in. Don't think because you see these people on the screen 4 or 5 times a week, that's the, you don't know their whole life. You don't know their background. You don't know where they came from, who their friends are, their loved ones. You don't know the trauma that they hold. Anything. So you can't base any issues you had with him and say he can't be a positive role model for anybody. You just tripping.
Model on YouTube and question many other things. And she ends this part off by saying this was only the beginning. Part 2 comes tonight. And the
fact that you trying to roll this out, you see part 1, part 2, like, we did this the Diddy trial or something? Like, it feels clout chasing. Like, if a real issue, get your issue off. But this is a 3-day rollout. You trying to maximize. I wonder what her subscribers look like now. Because I'm not going to lie, anytime some kind of controversy, good or bad, comes up, there are always going to be people that support both sides, and that some people are going to get there's going to be new eyes on that person. Now she's going to get more looks because she did this, regardless if it's true or not. There's going to be people that are going to dish out and say, no, those people are wrong. You got to understand that when you have a big fan base like that, there's always going to be somebody that wants to get in your favor. So they'll agree with anything that's happening. No, they're wrong. They're fucked up. Yeah, he do you wrong. It's always going to be somebody like that everywhere.
Gets heavier. In part 2, we see some actual evidence like messages being sent back and forth on Xbox dating back to July 2019. In these messages, after some time, Cory contacted her in hopes of sleeping with her again, joking and making light of him ghosting her a while ago. She also claims Cory did this because he knew what control he had over her, sleeping with her again, joking and making light of him ghosting her a while ago. She also claims Cory did this because...
Let's read those out. Okay, so what up? You still seeing someone? And you know what? I don't like this. You see, this is not how a text message starts. Okay, so what was said before this? If you're going to show messages, stop showing the parts that only make you look good. This always looks weird when people do this. You're not going to show anything else, y'all conversations y'all have had before this, or anything. You just started with, okay, so what's up? No, he clearly said something to you. Then you said something to him. But he said, still seeing something? Why you ask? Because I'm trying to fuck your life up. What? And it says, what? And then she goes, this was a joke. Jeez, I was just asking. Now look, I'm trying to fuck somebody's life up. That's funny as fuck. I'm not gonna, like, I'm trying to fuck your life up again. I'm not Cory Stan. That might be some fuck nigga shit. But every dude has a piece of fuck nigga in him. Don't think any of us are perfect. None of us are perfect. That's why I keep trying to explain to you guys regarding seeing somebody on camera, thinking you have a whole picture of the person, and then claiming them to be perfect. No one's perfect here. It was a funny joke. I see where he was trying to go with this. He's trying to slide in. He's trying to get in there. But she wasn't receptive to it. And she said, he said, that was a joke. Jeez, I was just asking. I never heard you curse before. That's why it threw me off. The curse threw you off, not him saying, I'm trying to mess with your life up again. That means you kind of like around like this. It was only the curse that was the problem with this sentence.
Making light of him ghosting her a while ago. She also claims Cory did this because he...
You didn't like because it made you feel... come back to make things right. You came back because fucking with me made you feel powerful. Because you knew I let you in. Because you counted on the damage you did to keep me soft. Because you thought I'd be too broken to play. Yo, this shit. Bro, what kind of movie was she watching, dog? She made this shit sound salacious as hell. Yo, this shit sound like it's straight out of Chat GPT. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like out of a romance book. You counted on the damage to make me soft. Because you thought I'd be too broken to fight back. Now, this is me coming from a man's side. So, like, I understand the true victims. So, and I'm not saying she isn't one. I'm just saying from what I deduce, I think she's throwing a lot of mud on his fucking name. And then supposedly it's been proven wrong. Or a lot of it. It's been proven wrong already. Like she's lied. But I feel like it fucks it up for real victims. That there's real issues like this. Your clout.
Knew what control he had over her, which I can't confirm or deny because I wasn't in their relationship. But if what she's saying is true, while it is messed up, this is basic toxic relationship behavior and nothing to write home.
Facts. Basic nigga shit. Gotta make it seem like more than it is. You wanted to date. I feel like some people don't understand. I don't want to get into it, but I feel like some people really truly don't understand what it is to date like black people. You have to kind of encompass the trauma of black people, the issues that they had that makes this man or woman who they are and how they act. We can't all blame it on our situations, but a lot of our situations is fucked up. And you know why. But
that in doing this, he threw the fact that she got assaulted in the past in her face.
Did you hear yourself? You knew I survived essay. You know how hard it was to feel safe in my own body. And you use that as leverage just to remind me how far you got. Do it in my face like I should flattered. Yo, you can't say it's about like just telling you the truth. Like you sound salacious too. It's like she's trying to talk to him while saying this instead of relaying the information. Remember, she's supposed to be relaying this information to the public, not talking to him. You knew I survived essay. Wait, what kind of...
Knowing that she didn't let anyone have access to her after that trauma she endured and try to use her for sex. Cory responds that he genuinely loved Nami at the time, but didn't have his life in order.
Backpedal. And then there's time in between this. Like, the first, right? Wasn't the first one at 10:30? These are at 11 o'clock now. What was said in between this? You gotta read between the lines, man. Backpedal. You were never used for sex. I needed to make sure that you understand that. I loved you. Like I said, I had my shit together. Like most... I can't say... It's young people in general, but there has to be something said for black people. To be honest with you. Like, I'm my shit together now. Like, I'm still trying to get my shit together now. So I can completely believe at the age they were, 10 years ago, he did not have his shit together to be with somebody. I didn't. There were people that I could have probably been with, but it wasn't the right time. I wasn't at the right point in my life to even be with somebody.
Which is crazy because in part one she says that she didn't care if he had money or fame, but proceeds to assume that his life was perfect because he was rich and famous, which is not the case. And there's so many examples I could use, but I'll be here all day. And by the way, people were saying that she face, knowing that she didn't let anyone have access to her after that trauma she endured and try to use her for sex. Cory responds that he genuinely loved Nami at the time, but didn't have his life in order, which is crazy because in part one she says that
you talking like you was just a girl, like you was actually a girlfriend. You still made me feel small for the job I was like a disappointment just for not living up to your standard. I never asked for money, your platform, your help, any of it.
He didn't care if he had money or fame, but proceeds to assume that
you had the nerve to say I love you. Back then I just didn't have my shit together. Man. You had the money, the platform, the fans, the house, the car, everything. You had every tool to be a decent human. You still chose to be careless. Now, see, look, you notice everything she is cool, but that's not your mental together at all. That's not your heart together. That the money, the platform, the fans, all of that is cool. If you're not in the right mental, none of that shit is gonna matter. And And if he keeps trying to equate like his fame, him as a real person, these things coexist sometimes, but they're not the same thing. It's like one of those charts that do this, like the two. I forgot what that's called, man. I'm old as fuck. But the two where they may have some similarities where they cross each other, but it's not going to be completely the same.
His life was perfect because he was rich and famous, which is not the case, and there's so many examples I could use, but I'll be here all day. And by the way, people were saying that these messages were edited, which I can't determine is true or false. Continuing on, Nami says that she was diagnosed with breast cancer.
And diagram. I knew it was something diagram. You're staring at the doctor's mouth, but the sound is already gone. No tears, just shock. Like your soul stepped out of your body. Left you alone to hold the news. Heart slamming against your ribs. Thoughts of collapsing under the words. Like chemo, mastectomy, radiation, and outside. The pandemic makes sure no one to catch you. So it's around, I'm guessing 2020 now, which is at the pandemic. Now, what she's saying here, right? None of this doesn't sound like a poem to you. Like, it's like, I don't know, maybe she's a poet. Maybe that's how she expresses this. But it really does seem like it's made to, and then like the video, a lot of people are saying that most of these messages are doctored. And it's like, if you're saying this, right, is she saying this to him? Or is this what she's writing to us about how she feels about him?
Around a pandemic, which is really bad. Cancer is a horrible disease. This made her feel isolated, reaching out to Cory for support, and she shares this single out of context text message from Cory where he allegedly said that was the most passive aggressive cancer reveal ever, LOL. Then she claimed that seeing that text hit harder than the diagnosis itself. Initially, I was like, damn, that's a crazy thing to say by Cory, until I realized that this message was the only part that didn't show both sides of the conversation. Very sus, not gonna lie. And she claimed that this moment...
Keep trying to say anything looks crazy if you clip it out of context. If I say you suck, you can just cut the you out and just put what I just said. It's very easy to make things sound out of context when it's not the full thing. And you make yourself look sus when you cut one thing. You want to see it? Here it is. Hit the whole thing, man. Start to finish. There you go.
It revealed the real Cory and brings his family, mainly his...
Because it also makes it seem like you're trying to make yourself look good by just posting what makes him look bad. We all know when we fight with somebody we like, we're both getting ugly in the text messages. It's not that one-sided.
Mother into this, saying that she had a similar experience with cancer, so he should have treated her better, which is a crazy thing to even bring up.
In a world where you've constantly been told what you can't do, who will you choose to be when presented with something different? Ask your healthcare provider what could be.
You've got ideas, and they need to make an impact.
Jesus.
On to part 3, where Nami says that there are allegedly other women Cory hurt in the same way. She continues to talk about why she brought this to the internet, citing that she wanted...
This was never about revenge. This was about accountability. Like, bro, it's crazy. You walk in public, cruelty in private. And silence, you get away with both. I'm done swallowing my story so you can keep your fake repetition. It's like mad, and it's like, I want to put it on women. It's just, you're so bitter about it that you don't want him to just apologize or be upright about it. You want his repetition to be cooked. This whole nice guy thing, your whole thing, you want everything that he feeds his family with to disappear, basically. You got to understand what you're saying. I don't give a flying fuck about what he did to you. Nothing he did, he said right here, means he should lose everything he has. Nothing. Because he ghosted you, none of that means. And then we still have no context of regarding anything you were doing at that time. We're going to keep letting the video play so everybody can see what I'm talking about. But ain't no context right now. So it sounds good when it's just coming out of your mouth. But when you have more context to what you're saying, this is a load of bullshit. You really trying to smoke his whole career? I can't imagine somebody I used to fuck with that we may have gone to odds and then they try to come back 10 years later and try to cook my shit. If we were ever friends, if you ever claimed to love me, regardless if we're not fucking with each other now, If you ever claim to love me, don't try to ruin me. That's weird as fuck, and it's only gonna come back to you, not me. Karma is a hell of a bitch. It's not gonna do you no good trying to step on somebody else's parade. What waters my grass ain't gonna make you. I forgot what the fucking saying was, but it's like ain't gonna make grass greener, basically. Like what's over here ain't gonna affect you whatsoever. So trying to affect me over here is not gonna make your life feel better.
Him to feel the weight of his actions. After part 3, she posted a clip that had the internet in a frenzy, a clip where Cory says that he did something to her in her sleep, and the caption on the video shows the reaction she intended the video to have.
POV. You didn't know this is one of the videos you'll look back and realize he never cared. He just wanted to see how long you let him hurt you.
I'm still on.
How long you would let him hurt you. Yo, your wording is crazy. I don't care what you say. You know what you're saying. Like, we all watch between the lines. You know exactly what you're saying. You know to get people going. This shit will get people going. If this was true, he'd be out of here.
Then I woke up again and it was off.
Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish to do.
What?
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Cory?
Just don't worry about it.
Cory, what did you do?
Do nothing. Look, it just came right in my face. I didn't do anything.
He did something, and I'm gonna find out on the next episode of
Dragon Ball Z, where you going with this?
The nature of what was said in this video caused a lot of Cory's fans to turn their back on him, second guessing everything they knew about him up until that point. I'm not gonna lie, what he said strange, but the fact that she laughed it off led me to.
You gotta understand, when you get around certain people, or if you're somebody, you're going to say weird shit to them, like a lot of weird shit. So I don't, and then if it's to the public, it's always gonna sound weird. It feels like he was playing off of her joke, like, oh, do you know I'm sleeping? It's like, that's even a weird thing to ask me. Like, what am I gonna say to that? And if I'm a comedian, I'm gonna say something to make that funny. Yeah, like, and he can say I beat off on, like, he gotta sound funny. He said, don't worry, you're okay, right? They laugh it off. But he's not really going to say that on camera. He is a public figure at the time that you're talking about. He's joking with you, and you're trying to bring that back like he was already him at that point. Why would he go on camera where you're clearly recording and go, yeah, I did see you last night? Like, what? You think?
Believe that's how they joked in a relationship. Some people genuinely thought that he assaulted her though. It got so bad that the words Cory and CoryxKenshin were trending on Twitter, with people labeling him as an abuser. On the other hand, I saw a good amount of his community coming to his defense, saying that people should not believe her and wait for Cory's response, whenever that is. And I noticed a lot of parasocial fans speaking as if they knew this man personally, saying things like he doesn't talk like that in reference to the text messages, coming up with theories, and talking about feeling physically ill after hearing about this news. Y'all need to touch grass. Now, following this, a series of events occurred. First, there was a Twitter account going around posing as Nami under the same Panda Ninja name, saying that she lied on Cory and that the messages were edited. This account was in fact a fan of Cory that apologized for trolling. Then Nami posted on TikTok clarifying that Cory did not in fact assault her. She went on live with someone to explain that she took it as a joke and posted that video as a happy moment.
It literally was between 2016 and 2022, so which is not 3 years ago. So I didn't wait as long as people were saying that. I'm not looking for clout, and the more you guys say it, the more stupid you guys look. You guys kind of assume his wording, and
so it was from 3 years ago. Well, not years ago now. From what she said, 2017 and 2023. They had like a good 5 years.
in the video that he's saying weird, like, but he was being playful and he was like saying things.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
Like that's something both laughed at, like that.
Exactly. But it's not even being playful. It's what you put. There are triggering words. You can say something without saying something. And a lot of people who have a way with words, they know exactly how to elicit the exact emotion they're trying to. If you look at what her sentence said with the POV, she was trying to elicit an emotion out of everybody that was reading that. And it wasn't he was playing around.
That's something that didn't make me feel uncomfortable about him. Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video. But if you guys read the point of view on there, I never said that that was the essay video. I literally said, basically, this is one of the moments that I had with him that like it was real, but it wasn't.
In this same live, she talks about why she posted this online, citing that Cory didn't want to hear her out.
Speaking of Cory, I thought that was funny.
Why
It's
she
like
took
that.
so long to reveal.
Maybe they just using this for the guys at like a perfect time. And my boy CoryxKenshin. But YouTube in the hallway in the video. I'm pretty sure you have better videos and of better times. They knew exactly what they was doing. Hit the button on those ads. His name in the algorithm right now. It's going viral. People will eat it up. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I'm sure you guys have better moments than you guys walking in the hallway. If you guys were chilling from 2017 to 2023, you guys have better moments than you just walking in the hallway with him. You knew. This is what I'm saying. You're perceptive. And me personally, I get a little agitated with people. You knew what people were gonna say to this. You knew that it was a weird moment that could be taken out of context. You knew that it's one of the only videos that you have that would put him in a weird light. I guarantee you have 40 other ones where you're saying where he truly cared. In those videos, it looked more like he cared in those videos. But the difference between those videos and this one, those one look like a good guy. This one makes him look like a creep. So this is the one that comes out. But this is the POV of when you noticed it. You were looking through all of your videos, because God knows when this video actually was. But if it's coming out now, that means this is at least 2 years ago. So you're looking at videos from 2 years ago, at least. Could have been sometime in 2020, 2018. Who knows? Because you guys were talking to each other for a long time. And you scroll all the way back to all the videos. And this is the one you pick out to say that this is when you notice he didn't care about you. He just wanted to hurt you, and he was telling you that. You're fucking capping.
This and says that she's not a clout chaser.
I did reach out to him privately numerous times. He never said anything when I would tell him how I felt. I'm gonna say this again. I don't want attention. I didn't want anyone to follow me. I was happy with the 1,900 people I had following me that I worked hard for to get. Like, those are...
You're taking videos with CoryxKenshin. You sitting next to the sun right now. If you really think all those people came just for you, you're fucking lying. Cat! What do you mean? Oh, I just work for all... Stop doing that. Stop acting like the people you've been... None of the shine just didn't go on you. Act like none of y'all ex-boyfriends, was super famous, have nothing to do with you. Like, and all people just came for you. Yeah. Hell no, dog. And a few people like that. At least I'm cool with keeping it cordial with, like, yeah, you know, because I know some streamers that keep it a buck. They like, yo, it's kind of no. It's not much about, like, yes, it's about collaborating, but it's about who you know as well. So it's like, even just in circles puts you around other circles. You being in this one person circle put you around 20 other circles that you would have never been around. Yes, you could have met some of those people, but your trajectory would not be that fast. If you don't think Reggie got more famous for hanging around with Kai, you're tripping. He did have a following of his own. We're never going to account niggas not getting out the mud. You definitely was getting out the mud. But when that nigga came, he bought the whole fucking dump truck. Or he bought niggas with shovels, I guess. And they was all getting it out the mud for you. They bought a whole excavator. They was that shit out the mud, bro. Don't, like, come on, bro. Stop it with the I was with the 1,600 by myself. No. You at a point where people are letting you take videos with them and post it. You understand, these people are, I'm not saying they're above people, but when they're at a certain status, most of these people don't want to be videotaped with people. They're not going to let people just pop out their phone. Hey, what's up? How you doing? He can't go to the grocery store and somebody just pull up on him. Yo, what's good, Kenshin? How you doing? That's not happening. They might take a flick with him or something cool. But he's letting you take your personal phone out, take videos, You siphoning clout, regardless if you know it or not. Like let's stop it. Come on.
The people that I made myself. And that was another thing I mentioned in my letter. I did not want my entity to be overshadowed with his. And that was...
I don't want my entity to be overshadowed with his. It's never going to overshadow. You're always going to have some people of your own. But you have to know that when you put this video out, what was going to clash is your fan base, which is cool, don't get me wrong. Your shit better than mine. You up there. That nigga's all the way up there, though. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So you have to understand that your homies over here was finna clash with this. The humans versus the Titans. You were gonna get overshadowed in some type of way. And you have to understand, as soon as you put this shit out, niggas was gonna get the digging. You had to get your... I hope you got all your truths, your story straight. You better have told yourself this shit in the mirror 10 times. Because any inconsistency, they're gonna dig at. And it ain't just gonna be them.
Like number one, and that's another reason why I didn't want to say anything. I was on Twitch and like that. I wanted to make sure my image was my own and my own only. So him and I, we were...
Your image will... Like, I don't know. Me personally, I feel like nobody's image is just their own. Like, the people that are around you, they leave a kind of an imprint on you. Even if it's not... They're not around for the long time. They're around for a lesson. They're around to teach you things. Some of the lingo they had, you'll pick up. You start using it. You can just say, oh, I just want to completely be my own self and then get with someone famous. That's unrealistic. You have goals about what's going to happen. I just want to completely be myself, but I'm dating one of the most famous YouTubers. Once I said again, or I'll say it again. You're dating the black avatar. We do not care when he comes back. He drops a video, it goes stupid viral. He could be going for 2 years. He drops one video. It has 3 sentences in it. I mean, it don't have no SEO scores. It don't have no tags on the bitch. He don't got no related videos that's going to it. No, just a video. He not even trying to make sure it gets to the masses the best way it can. He just know this shit gonna drop and it's gonna be a nuke. You have a view of what you think is gonna happen when you're dating somebody hyper famous. It's like then you're only setting yourself up to be disappointed.
From 2016 to 2018, on and off. He continuously was messaging me some raunchy stuff after that, and even when I was in a relationship with someone else.
At the end of the live, Nami doubles down on the statement that there are other victims, but she wanted to encourage them to come out on their own time. She begins to break down.
Said that there are other victims. You trying to R. Kelly this man. That shit crazy. Like, oh, they're also on their own though. But there are others. Leading that they're like, you completely try to throw this nigga in the mud. And that's crazy. If you say that you loved him at one point, right? I just respect somebody throwing somebody completely in the dirt like that. I understand you don't fuck with them anymore. And like I said, I know somebody that was dating somebody that was very famous. They're famous too. They keep it respectful. Yeah, that was my ex. He's a cool person. Don't talk about their issues. Never has spoken about it, even if there is something to say. Keep that shit where it is. She holding it down. She's moving on. She understands that she elevated a little bit because it's about who you know. She a little bit from where she was. She was making her own standing. She elevated a little bit because she met him, and now she's types of other people. And now she hands with people that she probably would have never met. But she's in the light and she's moving on. You kind of see sunshine and moved on to be honest with you. To try to double back 10 years later to try to smoke me is crazy.
Claiming that the next video she posts will cause all of her
and those tattoos is ass. Jesus Christ.
naysayers to eat their words.
I wanted to be the stepping stone, like if anybody else wants to come out, like if it's to them, if they want to come out with their truth, because I can't force them out to what their truth. It's up to them if they want to share that.
Yeah, but then they never come out. Now it's like a thing of like, you've insinuated that there's multiple people that he has hurt. And if they never come out, now that's just in the air forever.
Exactly. You trying to leave putting that shit in the ethos. That's exactly what I just said. You trying to put that shit in the ethos that even if nobody else says nothing, I want to continue to ruin his shit. It's not just me. This is just one claim out of many. Bitches, you crazy?
Still not my responsibility for me to let.
But then why
to have
mention
them
it?
They allowed to say it.
Oh, you've talked to them?
Yes, I am close to one of them. Like, some of you are still in high school. You can't even grasp the fact of an actual, or like, feelings that happen to people. You guys don't understand that. And what is pissing me off is that I fucking put my story out there because I felt like I needed to do it to feel better for me, okay? And you guys fighting me on this right now, you guys fighting me on this shit right now is like saying to me, like, if it's your mom, your sister, your aunt.
See, don't do that. I kill about mine. This is what I mean. I wouldn't be there right now if this happened to my mom, my sister. I don't care, and I'd happily not be here. What are you talking about? Don't circle you with every victim to act like, to shame into believing you specifically. If you was upright and we believe you, that's a whole nother story. But to try and put it on, you have a mother, you have that you people's heartstrings instead of trying to appeal to them.
Cousin, friend, anybody that's close to you, and to them, would you say the same? Because I am somebody's mother. I am somebody's sister. I am somebody's aunt. I am somebody. I am someone. I am a person with a heart and blood, and I have feelings just like everybody else.
We was about to resubscribe to, but why?
That was 2 clicks.
And I don't care if people don't give a about that, and I don't give a what you guys think, but when I do post this last video, I'm gonna make sure you guys eat all the words that you guys are saying to me.
So she would in fact post a 4-minute video with a caption saying, "For clarity," where she reiterates why she put all this stuff on the internet, says that she didn't get assaulted by Cory didn't cheat, and shows more proof that the Xbox messages were real and not doctored.
I just really want to make this clear.
So Cory didn't cheat. Number one. He didn't cheat. He didn't essay her. So this is all about the abandonment and him not being there when she had cancer. Which is fucked up, but it's not. You gotta understand the level, the degrees of get back. You trying to get back like he can your family type shit. You want to ruin his life. Like, it's not that, like, the degree of get back, it shows it's more of a scoring thing than anything.
Clear that, and this is very important, I'm saying this with all my heart, this was never about defaming Cory at all. It literally was
Cap, bitch! Cap. It frustrates to even hear you lie like that. Like, this wasn't defaming Cory. You're capping. You didn't go on a 3-day rollout to make sure that he's okay. You said you wanted to ruin his good guy reputation. You didn't like that people thought of him this way, but he was this way. And you wanted to bring that to the light. If that was not defaming his character, what did you think that was? Stop hiding in this my truth shit. That's another TikTok word. My truth. There is no my truth. There's the objective truth. Like, that my truth shit don't make no sense. In my truth, I'm Link. I'm born again. This is 15th iteration of Link in the 2000s now. I'm black now. My sword is on the wall. There's actually a sword here. Master sword, I mean. The objective truth is that I'm not fucking Link. I'm Deshaun Wilson. Like, this shit is goofy.
Me venting about something that happened to me in the past that did hurt me. I felt at that moment,
something in the past that happened to you made you think about what happened to you with Cory and made you put that on blast. That was the answer. Somebody call me. Fucking cat, bitch.
I wanted to share with people that may have similar experiences like I did. So basically what I'm going to show you now is everything pertaining to the situation. This was literally not intended to attack or have attacks towards Cory. So please stop the essay allegations. That is not true, and that's not what I said. There was no cheating or pregnancy. There was no editing of messages. Those were literally rumors that they made you guys believe because they were trying to bring traction to their content. I literally was not looking for follows or attention or any clout. I literally just posted it just from my experience to heal from my experience. I just want to address the fake messages that have been going.
And just a real question. Healing from your experience, right? Does that mean outing somebody? Like, what did this heal? Are you healed now? From what happened to you before, from what happened to you recording, doing this, do you feel healed? Do you feel, in your body, in your heart of heart, do you actually feel healed? Or do you feel more stressed because now you have to argue down with people like this? You have to jump on lives with people and prove what you're saying.
Going around, or tweets or whatever it is that people are editing, they're fake. If it's anything outside my TikTok, they're fake. People are obviously taking that so they could bring traction to their channel. If it's anything that I need to talk about, it's gonna be on my channel, and that's it.
Another thing that happened that kind of hurt Nami's credibility in this situation was a former friend of hers by the name of Momo posting a video on TikTok speaking on her character, insinuating that
Fucking ass.
the Cory situation.
Yeah, I have, based on her tweets from 2017, that this was during the time she was dating our mutual friend. How can an ex be emotionally manipulating you if you are dating another man? Hold up. I know what time it is. Emotional manipulation, huh? His power that he had over you, right? Because he knew you would come back. Bitch, you was sliding on other dick and you tried to say this nigga was not fucking with you like that? You was over here bungee jumping on multiple things and you made it seem like you guys were in a relationship. Maybe this is why he was talking greasy to you. Maybe that fuck my life up thing, it's between you guys, huh? You were with when he was fucking. Might have fucked your life up. Come on, man. You really want me to believe if this is true, you're a skeezer and it's cool. Y'all probably doing y'all thing from a certain time, then actually started dating afterwards. But if this is in 2017, you was dating a mutual friend, but then you try to call him a manipulator. He was doing this with his power during then. You was back doing some shady shit, bitch.
Happened around the same time that they lived together, which was around 2017.
I had literally just posted a video about my experience with a woman who accused CoryxKenshin of emotional abuse and found out that apparently you guys managed to figure it out and weasel it out of her within 7 hours that she was lying. Let me add a little bit of extra third-party context here. This is little 21-year-old me and Nami at the time. Notice that the side of her head is shaved. I'm saying this because even though the timeline wasn't confirmed based off of the videos that she posted and the messages that she was trying to circulate, not having a
Not the Carfax
timestamp, I'm pretty sure this was around the time I lived with her, if not slightly before. When we did live together, she did very briefly tell me about Cory, but more in like a, we actually date, we just kind of talked.
Exactly. Like I said, y'all wasn't dating. Stop acting like y'all were dating. You was giving him some trim on the side. You wasn't really fucking with your nigga. You was giving that nigga some trim on the side. And he was taking that shit. Like most common would. Stop thinking of CoryxKenshin as this god. He's still a nigga, dog. He's still one of us. Let's not, he took that. Especially at that age. Come on.
Busy with YouTube stuff, it didn't work out. I never
She looked like a tall drink of water, too. You was definitely climbing that tree. Come on, dog.
thought anything of that. It's been 8 years. I have never thought about that moment again until just now. And the reason I'm thinking about that just now is because not only did she do me insanely dirty for like the 2.5 months that we lived together, and that can be a whole other story time for a whole other video, but while I lived with her, before I even moved out here in May of 2017, she was already actively dating someone, a mutual friend of ours who I will not name because he's not into the drama. It's been 8 years. And then immediately after they broke up, she was dating somebody else, so...
Dating 2 other niggas. None of them was Cory. But Cory was still hitting in between this. They were still talking you, still sending you... What? Why do you think a person is comfortable sending you lewd shit? Anybody I've ever sent a dick pic to wanted it. Trust me. You don't... I'm not just sending the yams though. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's like you saw his name and you was between 2 different relationships and fucking with Cory.
Things just didn't really add up, you know what I'm saying? I mentioned there's gonna be a lot of people who know her and are going to be able to call her out because we had a humongous friend group in K-Town in New York. So really interesting to see how many people are willing to come out and tell you guys that they know for a fact that she's lying, because she's just always kind of been. And it really sucks because it's already really hard to get people to believe women when they accuse someone.
See? And this is what I was talking about. You gotta understand that when you do this, you dilute the. We want to believe all women. We really, truly do. But there's some women that are salacious with it and will know that this can ruin somebody, and they have so much hate in their heart for the person that they'll throw something like this out there because it's the quickest way to get somebody to completely turn on them, especially in this day and age.
Even if they have empirical proof, she has just set us back. I don't even know how.
See?
Really disappointing to see that after 8 years, you really have not changed as a person, Nami.
And this is somebody that knew you, lived with you. You don't really know. I'll tell you one thing. You know people, but you truly know them when you live with them. Trust me. I've lived with different people. People act different. You get to see their mannerisms. You get to see what they do when nobody else is looking. You get to kind of see when you live with them. And all of her friends and people that live with her in New York City aren't still fucking with her. That's always weird when nobody from the still fucking with them. You don't got nobody over there still fucking with you? That's crazy. I call a whole bunch of my homies right now. They pick up the phone. Like, your day ones, if you don't got no more day ones, that shows towards you, not towards them.
Momo, another 6-minute video that has nothing to do with the CoryxKenshin situation, but basically revealing how bad of a friend / person she was and probably still is. Following this, Nami got on another TikTok live saying that she never meant for all this to get probably still is. Following this, Nami got on another TikTok live saying that she never meant for all this to get blown out of proportion as it did, and struggles to put her words together at times, saying that she hasn't.
I hate that yo, Fargo, I fuck with you, bro. I hate that you keep using this video of Nami, because it's hard for me not to look at this bitch's eye, like this right here. Like, this killing me. This wing is egregious. Like, very heavy. Like, don't get me wrong, my homegirls be doing it too. It just looks so heavy. Like, and she look like it. So, like, when you keep putting the video up, it keeps distracting the fuck out of me.
Slept much in the past few days. She also says that she had a bad dream about Cory, causing her to turn to the internet to cope, and wants him to respond with his side of things.
When he...
You just see that ad for Anime NYC? Why the fuck would CoryxKenshin respond to this shit? You don't want to do anything that's finna affect the stock of what you're about to do. It's to business. I'm on what's happening now. That was on what happened 10 years ago that you trying to bring up? I'm going to Anime NYC in less than a month. Bitches, you crazy?
When he... Let me see. I'm trying to think where I left off. Okay. When he went, things like didn't, like, I lost what I was gonna say. Let me drink some water. Give me a second. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I have not slept in 24 hours. I haven't slept. Okay. So when he was talking to me, I literally was, I was drained because I was so tired because I hadn't slept. Never really asked me why, like, what happened and what made me want to do this. I literally had a bad dream. Like, I don't know, like, call it a sign. I really just don't. But I did have a...
And that's what made you do this is fucking crazy. I ain't gonna front. Bitches like this is a problem. Yeah, like, you had to bet something and you stirred up so much shit. Oh, she accused CoryxKenshin of sexual essay. And then she made it seem like he did. Basically trying to ruin his career. CoryxKenshin, famous black YouTuber, watches horror videos. He's making an anime. He's actually going to be at Anime NYC, actually. Super famous. They call him the Black Avatar. He disappears for like 2 years, comes back, viral, disappears again. But the fact that she had a dream and she thinks that's enough reason to drop all this shit 10 years later is insane. On top of what we know now, she had 2 other boyfriends while she was Cory. She was jumping between 2 other boyfriends while she was fucking with Cory. Yeah. From a dream. from her. She brought all this, and this shit happened 10 years ago. Exactly. Look at this picture. Look at everybody else's picture. No offense to the girls that want to be salacious, but you know what you're trying to do with this. This is the picture you put to the public. This might be Twitter Spaces. I don't know what kind of space this is. Look at everybody else's face shots of their mug or something like anime. You're not, like, you're trying to, and you want us to think you this good girl. Your homegirls just told on you. Both your homegirls just told on you. Well, Momo just told you. She down there with more, I don't know, I guess it's impressions or likes than you are. And she's not doing that. She's not trying to look all crazy in her photo. She just outed you. Told you that, said that you had boyfriends while you was fucking with Corey. And you told her that you were never dating Corey. Y'all just talked. So you lied to her about what was happening with you and Corey. So what's to make us believe that you are telling the truth now? You understand? You set yourself up with it. Like, nobody ever read The Cry Wolf. Like, we were taught this so young that to even see something like this come up and there to even be a debate. You can't continue to lie and then think people are going to believe you. There's about 4 or 5 lies happening here on top of each other. If they find out who that dude is, you're in trouble. When they do the real Snapple facts on you, when they really put the car facts on your ass, it's gonna be a wrap. I'm telling you. They're gonna do it. There's somebody right now shifting through all your VODs. If you ever said his name, if he ever appeared on stream, they're gonna know who your man is. That lived in Cape Town 5 years ago in New York City. New York City is not that big as people think it is. A lot of people know a lot of people. Like almost any friend I have on Instagram, there's a mutual friend with somebody else from New York City. At least one person. That one person has a mutual with all your homies, knows all of them, been to parties with them and all that. So like if they find out who your man actually talks, your goose is cooked. You're already cooked. But you're fried, died, and laid to the side after that.
Bad dream, and it was about him, and I was just like, I haven't really like deep, so I wasn't like why I was having this dream, but after I had that, I started to have like anxiety attacks after.
I think they're getting her so they could figure out the lies, because that girl Momo on the bottom here, she's the one that exposed her, so I think she's here listening to her about the bullshit she finna say.
Thinking about it because I was just like, I don't understand like why I'm feeling like I don't know like
those might be TikTok.
I just felt like I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna write it. Like, write about it because I don't know if TikTok has like a in general. So I started to write about it, and like I just felt like there was things here and there was filling in that I had from then I was getting triggered about it, and I was just like, so you trying to tell us you correctly remember from about this?
You trying to tell me you correctly remember things that happened between you and a person? I can barely remember what I ate last 2 weeks ago. I can't tell you what I did last year this day. But you want me to believe your brain started filling in the trauma. Oh my God, flashbacks. Oh, he did this. Oh, he did that. From one dream. You had one dream. The dream wasn't even about him. It was about the essay shit. You had the dream about the essay shit. That triggered you to think about CoryxKenshin. That triggers any bad issues you had with Corey. You didn't have no bad issues with nobody else during this time? That wasn't famous? That wasn't stupid famous? Those are the only 2 issues that came to mind. With some shit with CoryxKenshin, and then you two walking in the hallway talking about this is when I knew he didn't like me. Or he didn't really care. That shit showed nothing.
Like that I haven't really healed from this. So like as I can continue to write, I was like, it kept like getting worse. Then finally I was just like, I feel like I should share this because if anyone else feels anything like me, they can kind of like help me out. I want his side of the story. I do. Not many people could say that, or like I want him to say his side of the story. And I'm willing to give him that space to give his side of the story because I'm not, like I said before, I'm not.
Nah, yeah, that's like, crazy. I ain't gonna front.
If you don't like me, that's fine.
That's
like, but you guys don't know me enough so based off of what's right now.
I also don't
like it wasn't supposed to be like that. But
like anime pictures
based off what people are saying about me that like I haven't seen in years. Like I said, I really didn't think that this was gonna happen this way. I am going to delete all those followers, even if I have to go one by one, because that's not what I want, and I want to understand that.
Cat, she's lying again. If you really want to completely like not integrate with him anymore, or disintegrate, I don't know the exact word. If you want to really completely, you have to delete that channel or something. You gotta start completely fresh. You can't go through it, and then you're not gonna go through every follower. You're tripping. Those are paying. Most of those people are paying customers. No offense to you here, but the dress you got on, and then I can almost predict there is a bio. I don't know what it might be for. I'm not gonna say that, but I can almost predict that there is a link in your bio. So you're capping about saying that you finna go through deleting all these people. Not. A lot of those people are paying customers for one thing or another. You're not finna delete these people. They either paying for subs, donos, they subbing to the channel, gifting. I don't know. I don't know if she does. Prediction from what I see here, and from what I hear, the triple X's at the end of her. If there's one more X at the end of that name, one more X at the end of this name, because I see the ... So there might be more. There's more to this. Panda X Ninja, and there's 3 X's at the end of that. I'm predicting that she has a link in her bio.
What I wanted.
Now, these comments she made on this live completely ruined whatever credibility that she had built. Nobody is buying her story anymore, including me. She victimized herself, creating a sob story about a failed relationship from 8 to 9 years ago to defame a man for clout when she could have just got therapy. Got Twitter and TikTok saying that Cory beat these allegations without responding, and I don't think he really needed to. She cooked herself. Now, if it does come out that CoryxKenshin did in fact do some evil shit too, she cooked herself. Now, if it does come out that CoryxKenshin did in fact do some evil shit with proof, this video won't age well. Overall, after watching this entire thing unfold, this is nothing compared to how other content creators got exposed for discussing things. I legit thought Cory was on some Diddy timing, only to find out that...
Exactly. And that's another thing you gotta understand. There have been people that have really been exposed. You didn't have shit to say here. It's so bad that you had to Xbox Live messages. No, there's niggas that had photos, messages, calls, voice calls, all this extra shit. Those people were really exposed. They was doing some sick shit. Sick shit. And they got them out of the... Not what CoryxKenshin was doing, dog. To be honest with you, I think you were dick ride.
He was a bad partner to her 8 to 9 years ago in a toxic relationship, then ghosted her. A big nothing burger. Not to mention her story was packaged poorly, with her seemingly performing damage control every...
1.7 million, 1.7 million, 1.6 million. This bitch is... But I did a dream. Bro, watch it. People like this in your life will literally kill you for clout, man. You gotta watch it, bro. There's people like this around every corner, man. Yeah, I figured.
Step of the way.
That's what I'm saying,
Especially
1.7.
Said that weird comment, making people jump to conclusions, and I thought that she posted that for shock value or to hook people in. Because you could have added any other video of you two together, as I'm sure you spent a lot of...
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This nigga JM Fargo is exactly what I said. If y'all spent that much time, I'm pretty sure you have a video. Me and my girl right now, we only been together for about 6 years now. We have about 1,000 videos of me and her. You guys were together 17 to 23. 6 years. And the video you choose is this weird thing that puts him in a place, but then you also go and say, oh, I'm not doing this to defame him. No, I wouldn't try to defame him. I just want to put up this one very obscure video that we do not know where it's at in the timeline, but I want y'all to think what y'all think, and then I'm going to put a very weird-ass POV text at the bottom.
Time together.
Make sure to go check out my boy JM Fargo, man. He's the truth. I like the video.